全ては手のひらの上。
頭上を焼き。手加減なしよ。今だ。ロックオン。今だ。消え失せろ。響け格のね。土見のよ、契約を果たせ。口封じはまた石煙に葬られよ。止める勇気はあるか。風が立つぞ。撃て。今だ。
どけ。
どれ。手加減なしよ。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。この天下で裁く。飛ぶか。ロックオン。今だ。撃て。ロックオン。燃えよ。さあ、分け山の地。シトラリンリツパパ、そうよ。石煙に葬られよ。ロックオン。私で
三月の月勢は我が手。落ちよ鬼月。
リンナの永遠の安寧よ。三月よ、輝け。ご安心を。
丸裸にしてやる。真実はまるで影。なるほど。なるほど。
つまらぬ
ふっ、騒乱の意向。宗樹の顔読め。
なるほど。なるほど。欺瞞の叫びを。
この古臭い世界に妥協するというのか。
物事を観察するときは目に頼りすぎちゃいけないよ。人は見たいものだけを見る癖がある。大事なのは自分を過信しないことだ。
食前に甘いものを。
寒いから気をつけろよ。
神のちぎりよ。せっ
ずいぶん遠慮がちだな。始めよう。恐れなくていい。すぐ向き合う。
冷凍の時間よ。
ほらほら。
何をするんだ。そら。さあ、ファンのように羽ばたけ。冷凍の時間よ。
俺より演じるは断罪の一幕。
信頼の子。
身体効果も大切よ。
君に捧げよう。
ちょっと任せて。
恐れなくていいぞ。
平穏調
罪に向き合う。
Damn it, Sky keeps fucking.
理。よっ。歌え。ガンのような山本に羽ばたけ。とうとう援軍の到着です。ごめんなさい。光り輝くがいい。はーれ。盛り上がりが足りない。目の下も満足させてあげる。冷凍の時間よ。やめてくれ。それよっ。そら。
これより演じるは荒波の再臨。
よっ。それ。何をするんだ。と。よっ。
落としまる。
ソーランド憩い。よっ。行きましょう。
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I thought we might be able to, because we had too many sustain, and it seemed like our Fiorina was too focused on healing, which is fine. It's better to be safe than sorry, because if we lose our fucking main DPS, we're kind of fucked. I think the three of us would have been able to do it just fine. Like, Fiorina's attacks would have done decent damage, even with, especially with Scuffy buffing them. But even still, it's kind of like,
風が立つぞ。あなたに安らぎがあらん。ロックオン。撃て。
手加減なしよ。口封じは任せたからね。
聞け、太陽の方向を。
あなたは必ず滅亡の道をたどる。
死ね。せい。浮上。
忠誠を誓う相手をたがえるな。
土に寝よう。
石煙に葬られよ。
Yeah, cool. So spent my stamina. Now let's go do those quests. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, let me. Since I spent my stamina, let's go quickly turn my shit in and not dry. Oh shit! I forgot to do Nicole's mission. Yeah, Nicole's thing's a weekly thing. I should have done it yesterday. Fuck. Before I logged out, I should have at least done her thing, so it would have reset this week. I mean, it's no huge rush. I think it's only 4 weeks worth of stuff anyway, but still. Whoops. Yeah, see, I fucked up here. I kind of wish they allowed you to trade, where it's like, oh, you have an extra one of these, cool. You can trade one of these for any one of these. Because I fucked up doing the black sword too. I accidentally got an extra one. This is before they even like warned you and be like, hey, cool, here's the copies that you have. Let's see. So yeah, like that's why I'm behind a week on my battle. Behind 2 weeks on my battle pass weapon is one because I fucked up and got a black sword when I didn't need it. I got an extra one after I'd already R5'd it. I got an extra one thinking I hadn't R5'd it, and then for some reason, even though I think at that point they told you how many you had, I don't know why I fucked up like that. Or it might have been one of those things where all it told you was the highest rank that you had, but not all of them. So it was like, oh, your highest rank is R4. I'm like, oh, cool. So I should get another one. And then it turned out I had I already had one from the previous patch, and I hadn't refined it. And now they're like, no, we're just gonna show you all of them. We're gonna show you every single one of these copies of weapon, so you know what rank they are, how many of them you have, that type of shit. I think that's kind of what happened, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, her team's way up here. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on this for now. I think I should probably do the ocean one too to get to a higher tier. But I do want to finish this quest first. I think I have enough time. I'm not 100% sure because I think there are some elements to it where it's like it's going to become management and you're going to need time to actually do it. So I hope I have enough time to do it. Although I should because I have the entire patch to do this, so I have like another 30 days. So as long as I don't fuck around too much, I should be fine and be able to like stock up a bunch of the stuff I need, so that if it is an overtime type thing, because I can't remember, because like the previous amusement park, the theme park type management thing, I think it was somewhat time locked, but it might have been time locked because I was doing it while it was current. And maybe if I did it like a week or two later, everything would have been unlocked and I could have just blasted straight through it all. But anyway, let's check in the sand drone for that quest.
Arigato. これでいいわ。戻りましょう。この時間なら今日お前そうかしら。プロセスにおけさて無駄話はこれ。ああでも今日は側面さてあとは検査結せっかくだからあなたたちがこの船のアクアリウム
Oh! Wait, what? Shit. Oh, okay. It's maybe because I have this. Oh, Scooby's down here. Oh, I've seen her. Oh, I see. She was in the actual main atrium.
Konnichiwa. 旅キヨタンさんから聞いたけど、君たちがアクアリウムの管理をしてるさ。よかったぜ。
Oh, there. How's it going?
こいつら前に君たちがシュバルマラン AA ランドのガーデンの管理を任せてくれたおかげで、うちもいくつかコツをつかんだ。患者さんのお世話とお利口な動物のお世話には通じ。でも今回はお魚の展示以外にもちょっとした療養の計画。警察隊員のシースから聞いたんだけど、最近すごく凶暴化してるお魚がいて。
It's going well. Just working on the. Well, I was gonna just focus on the event quests, and not the aquarium minigame at the moment. But it seems like maybe because I had this current little sub quest as part of the aquarium active, I wasn't able to continue the main story. I hope it's not that it's locked behind progression. Like I have to have the aquarium at a certain level, because that would be kind of annoying. I'd like to keep them separate. Usually they do, where it's like, oh, like if you do them, you can do the main story. You can do the main story of the event back to back and just blast through it if you want. And then the main mini quests, or the mini games that are part of the event, can be done kind of whenever. And I don't know if I might have been able to do that, but because I had done some of the aquarium shit, had this quest in the chamber, this little sub quest as part of the aquarium, and because I had this in the chamber, that it was like, oh, sorry, you have a blocker. So we'll see. Because I kind of want to just focus on the Sandrone part, but I just focus on the Sandrone stuff to kind of have her and Columbine and Sandrone reunite. I'd like to see that. I don't think I'll be able to do it today because there's 2 quests I have to do, like 2 event quests I have to do. So I might be able to finish the first event quest today, assuming this isn't too long or there aren't extra requirements after this for the aquarium.
うちその子たちをアクアリウムにお迎えして少し落ち着いてもらいたいなって考えてるの。これ以上大きな被害が出ないようにね。どうして気性が荒くなってしまったのかについてはうちが研究して治療法を見つけるから。 魚たちや水域の環境を守れる上に、確かにいい考えだな。じゃあ気性の荒い
Okay. Those we have lost. That's the Columbian quest, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so it was locked behind that. It's because it was come to the aquarium and Seguin was already there for her quest. So basically, it's just that there were two quests getting NPCs in the same location, so they didn't want to. They just locked it. Okay, that's fine then.
気に入った？
まあまあ、
さっきの言い方はどう考えて？
あなたたちはそんなに気に入っているの？
それに
すぐに消えてしまう。あなたたち知らないの？フォンティナリア祭が終わった。
知ってはいるけど。
Oh. Really? So we're not going to get to keep this? I was really hoping we'd get to keep this ship. That, like, even after the event is over, the ship would just stay at this location in Fontaine so that we could just, like, visit our aquarium and maybe even, like, continue fishing and, like, unlock extra shit. Like, fully unlock all the fish. Like, if there was, like, some, like, rare fish we needed, getting that, that'd be kind of cool.
でも、結局は失うことになるのよ。どうしてわざわざ労力をかけようとするの？
それは家庭で得たものは残るよ。そのけ
でもそれじゃあ失った時、
そう言われると、でもオイラたちはその過程で手にした楽しい思い出と一緒に、それにほらこの綺麗な景色は永遠に収ま。
それらを思い出す時、あなたたちの心に家庭の楽しい一面を見。
旅人？君たちもう帰ってきたの？
何かまずいことでも起きたの？私たち。
君たちどこから帰ってきたの？ってそんな早いじゃない。早くギオタンさんが隠れる。
この時。
ちょっとしたトラブルがあって遅れちゃったの。とにかく早く船長室に戻って。
やっと上でのシーンが終わったね。潮風のせいでもう間に
合わない。仕方ない。ここで？一体あそこに箱がある。
はあ？どうして私が？次のシーンもお化粧
見せて。ちょっと直すくらいで。
あれ？二人とも戻ってきたの？今日はよ。
おいらたち用事が順調に済んだから早めに。
途中でちょっとしたトラブルがあってね。僕たちだけじゃなくてシャル。
いろんな意味で。じゃあオイラたちも手伝うぜ。
ありがとう。まずはシャルロットたちの撮影チームに撮らせてあげよう。フリーナ監督。いいって撮影チーム。さあ皆さん急いで写真機と照明のセッティングをする。よし、配置について。3、2、1、スタート。
それがこの物語の結末よ。
でもサンジェルマン公爵は去り際にもう取り返しがつかないと言っていました。
Okay, so Navia isn't going to be the villain, so it seems like I was kind of right. I was thinking that wait, who's the other one? Shit. I was going to say, like, yeah, someone who could be a Moriarty type. I was thinking that maybe that she hired Navia to be the muscle. Obviously, it was like, oh, well, Navia could have also been the villain too because of her mob ties. It would make it kind of an easy association. Let's see, who was it? It wasn't Clarin. What did they say? It was Navia and another Fontanian. Fuck, who was it?
このセリフ聞き覚えが。やはり彼は機械に関しては天才だったのよ。でもそれ以外のことに関しては。
あれ今ヤコバさん、私が共犯者である。
強く叩かないでちょうだい。ずっと言ってきたでしょ。
Oh, Emily, that was it. That's why I was instantly thinking of her. I associate Emily with more Sumeru because she appeared when we were doing she appeared for a Sumeru related quest, or no, and her character quest was set in Sumeru. Even though she clearly is from Fontaine, most of the interactions we've had with her was in Sumeru for her own quest, and I think she also appeared as part of an event quest in Sumeru. But yeah, I was thinking Emily could be a Moriarty type.
心？
そう。人々はそれを魂や自由、それは人の核であり、唯一無二であることの証明。
あなたは私の感情モジュールが完璧。
それは感情とはまた少し違う。
私は
君にそれがあるのは知っている。だが問題は君自身が
So it's one of these weird things, one of these weird amorphous things, a heart, a soul. It's like, how do you quantify it, right? And also, as a machine intelligence, it's like the way they exhibit their heart, the way they exhibit their soul, aren't necessarily going to match how humans do, right? We say humans have souls and hearts because of, well, I mean, like, obviously physical hearts, but like metaphysical hearts. You know, because they have emotions or they behave this or that way. And we're like, yes, that's evidence of them having a heart. But it's like, well, like, robots are completely different than humans, so why would they exhibit having a heart in the same way, right? You know, they could show it they have a heart. And it's kind of like, it's such a human-centric point of view where it's like, yes, you only have a heart if you behave in the same way a human does. Therefore, that means you have a heart. It's like, because you exhibit having a heart the same way humans do. It's like, well, that's kind of like, yeah, it's such a self-centered thing, and humans generally are pretty self-centered in that regard, where it's just like, yes, we're the smartest, we're the best, and everything has to compare to us to be, yeah, to be good, right? And I mean, to be fair, like, that's why we have discrimination, is because it's like, well, you're not like us. A majority of people are like this, and you're not like that. Therefore, you are worse. And that's why so many people naturally attribute being in the minority with a negative connotation. It's like, no, it's not bad to be, or like abnormal, right? People attribute abnormalities to bad, right? Oh, if you're abnormal, you're bad. It's like, well, no, you're abnormal just because you're not normal. Being not normal is not a bad thing necessarily, right? Obviously, there are ways you can be abnormal that are bad, like, you know, like necrophilia. Like, that's obviously horrible. So yes, it's very abnormal, and that's bad. But like, even being a genius is abnormal. Not everyone's a genius. In fact, only a small minority of people are geniuses. So, but that's positive, right? So abnormal doesn't mean bad. But I do think that a lot of dumb people like to think, oh, well, if you're not normal, then that's a bad thing. And to a degree, sure, if you're trying to fit in with everybody, being abnormal makes it more difficult simply because of those biases, but it's not inherently bad.
全然わかっていませんね。腹立たしいわね。どうして私が箱に閉じ込められて。
結局のところ、時計の針は静筆なる歳月とともに進み、魚は澄みき、どれほど壮大な夢も等しく。
カット。はあ、長いシーン。これでもう一回やり直すなんて言ったら、この箱ちょっと音の調子が悪かった気がしますが。はあ、やっとこの箱から。やっと僕たちの出番。はあ。カメラマン、僕たちの写真機を。ヒロインが異国のアクアリウムに来て、友達と過ごしたかつての時間を思い出すというシーンだ。照明、 少し雰囲気を調整して。
I mean, it sounds like it's another soft light situation. So, I did soft lights for, I don't know, like, this is what I really, like, I'd much rather be in charge of the camera where we can, like, decide how the scene is being shot, from what angles and stuff, because there's the visual component of being able to see what looks good or what doesn't, but with lighting, it's such a subtle thing, right? With lighting, it's like, oh, it's the exact same scene, just slightly brighter or darker. It's like, what? Sandrone. Huh. What's a toughie? She's a Claymore user. I mean, like, Wolf's Gravestone technically works if you have any copies of that. I mean, I would probably go for the... I mean, if you have Battle Pass weapons, I think the more current one, the, like, Neptune's Trident thingy, I think that's slightly better, because I think it gives Elemental Mastery. No, I wouldn't use Tidal Shadow. I tried the Fontanian weapons, and they are... Well, okay, so technically Tidal Shadow is not bad, especially because one of the most common party members with Sandrone is Chi-Chi. So Tidal Shadow is not terrible, because the idea should be that you set up your Electro users. So you have your officials, your Yainikos, your Betos, getting their Electro out, but then you swap to Chi-Chi, do her skill, and then swap to Sandrone and do all her shit. So if you do her Tidal Shadow, and just make sure to start with your skill first. So even though you don't need to do your skill immediately, just do it immediately so you trigger the Tidal Shadow effect. And then she'll be healed by Chi-Chi's skill. Oh, okay. I mean, either way, Chi-Chi, Kuki, either one. I would say eventually level up your Chi-Chi and have both Chi-Chi and Kuki, because Chi-Chi got some specific buffs for Stellar Conduct. But yeah, with both of them healing, I'd say Tidal Shadow is fine and useful. I had problems with my Tidal Shadow because I was using it on an Ayaka team, and so I was using it in an Ayaka Freeze team, and it was just rough because, like, I would be using the same Ayaka for, like, Imaginarium Theater and stuff, which puts her in a rough spot if she doesn't get a proper healer on the team. But if you're doing... But, like, realistically... And there were, like, just only a few options for healers, and... It wasn't terrible. Like, I have Kokomi. So I would have Kokomi in my team. And also I had... I mean, now I have a Scoffier too, so I could have two healers on it. But yeah, with Sandrone, I'd say Tidal Shadow's fine. It's pretty good. I mean, Serpent Spine's not terrible either, because you do stay on the field long enough to get all your effects. The problem is you have to dodge getting hit, which can be a problem, because Sandrone does move a little slower. Now, it's pretty easy to avoid getting hit for the most part, as long as you keep moving while you're holding down the trigger button. So I found that I can just, like, strafe around enemies while Sandrone's doing her attacks. And you avoid a lot of attacks, but I'd say Tidal Shadow is probably the easiest one to do, especially because you can, like, refine it to R5 easily enough. Whereas, like, Serpent Spine, it's a Battle Pass weapon, so you can only get one copy every patch. So it'll take a while before it gets maxed out. So I would probably do Tidal Shadow.
魚の群れについていって餌を探すことも、他の魚を食べることもなく。
Plus, it looks nice. I do like the design of Fontanian weapons. It was always just kind of rough to use because you had to make sure you cleansed away your cleansed away that bond of life. And I just wasn't really good with my rotation with Ayaka, and so I just wasn't getting healed enough to get rid of it every single time she did her skill. And that kind of is a problem too, is that you do kind of want a longer skill. So I have to time it. You might be able to get 2 rounds off, but I would double check if you're going to do a rotation. I would double check Kuki's and Chi-Chi's skill. It lasts for 15 seconds. So if Kuki's lasts less time, then you'd be Chi-Chi then Kuki, both using their skill, and then you might be able to heal the second bond of life. Because the idea is you swap to Shandrone, you immediately do her skill to get the bond of life, gets cleansed immediately by the heals. You do a lot of damage, and I think it lasts for about 4 seconds before you've done all your bursts and have to do your skill again, which will then reapply another bond of life. And you should still have some heals left in the chamber from Kuki's and Chi-Chi's skills to cleanse that. And then once you go into the red the second time, that's probably when you want to swap back and have and reapply both of their skills. But I would definitely recommend leveling up Chi-Chi too, and getting her up to a decent level. And you might consider, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong weapon then. I was thinking the Fontanian crafted weapon. Is that not what Tidal Shadow is? And all the Fontanian crafted weapons apply Bond of Life when using your skill, I think.
だから私、あの物語は違うと思う。彼女も私たちと同じ心があった。
Okay. I wouldn't use that weapon for Skirk. Skirk has a 4-star weapon that's designed for her, I think. One that has increased damage if you have low energy. So it's good for low energy burst characters, like 40 energy cost. But for Skirk, who has 0 energy cost, who never has energy, it's really good for her.
コロンビーナ。え？あいつまさか。
Not off the top of my head. When this cutscene is over, I'll double check. I know I have it.
なんで
少し休むかい？今日は今のシーンはとても自然だった。そのま
ありがとう、フリーナ監督。
本当に
What box was she in? Oh, wait, no, she wasn't there? Fuck. Oh, no, it's on the other side.
さて、検査結果を見に、やっと家。
Okay, so Skirk's 4-star weapon is This one. The Moonweaver's Dawn. Increase elemental burst damage when energy capacity is not exceed 1640. Elemental bursts increase even further. So she doesn't have an energy capacity. So this is maxed out. Now it's obviously about her burst. It's more focused around her burst. And I think this was maybe an event weapon, so you might not be able to get it anymore. But it was an event that, it was an event that appeared when Skirk was on Banner. So it was clearly designed for her. Title Shadow, what is that Title Shadow? This is actually not terrible. Well, no, not physical. You don't want physical. Oh. Oh, okay. No, yeah, it is the Fontanian weapon, but it doesn't do Bond of Life. Oh, okay. I thought all the Fontanian weapons are Bond of Life. I know the sword is. The single sword. This is just once you get healed, you get a huge bump. Oh, yeah, that's really good for her. It's all the... you don't have to worry about over-healing to get rid of Bond of Life. You can just get healed at any point, which Kuki and Chi-Chi do very easily. And then you still get that 48% attack bump for 8 seconds, so you could probably even get a third round of her... Well, actually, you could get a third round of her charge shots, but the problem is that you probably won't be doing any electro damage, so you won't be doing any more stellar conducts. If you had a Yaimiko, then that's still fine, because Yaimiko's little totems last forever now. But yeah, I would say Title Shadow is pretty good for her. Yeah, I'd say it's probably the better one. Oh, yeah. That's Trident was a spear, not a sword. Yeah, unfortunately this is lunar crystallized, so not the stellar conducts. Yeah, I still have Chi-Chi with my with her healing set. I've had her on that for a while. Yeah, I do really like what they've done, is that they've gone back and, like, because they did this kind of when Sumeru dropped. Sumeru revitalized Electro, but by just the nature of the reactions. Like, oh, hey, cool, we have Dendro now, and Dendro does aggravate, and now Electro got a huge bump in increase in usage, and they didn't really need to do anything beyond that. They're just like, no, well, aggravate is all we need. But I do like how with Nodcry and now with Cisnaya, they're kind of revitalizing some of the reactions that were always kind of shit. Like, Crystallize was always kind of terrible. Navia kind of made use of Crystallize, but didn't make Crystallize itself really that much better. But with Lunar Crystallize, it's now really cool. I'm sure there's going to be a Stellar Crystallize as well. And then, like, Lunar Charge, it's, like, great, because Electro Charge was a really shit reaction. And now we have, like, Superconduct being upgraded, because that's great, too. Superconduct was basically a dead reaction that no one ever used. Because we just don't have enough physical characters, and physical damage is kind of shit, so... so it is cool that they're doing this. And, like, Blooms, too. Like, Blooms by themselves were kind of, like, useless. It was only when Nilo came around that Nilo just made Blooms better, but you had to be in a Nilo Bloom team with only Hydro and Dendro. So it was relatively restrictive. Now, technically, you know, with Lunar Bloom, you still kind of want mostly Hydro and Dendro and just Hydro Dendro, but you could, in theory, have other. You could have a Hydro, a Dendro, and then other elements, too. You could have, like, 2 Hydro, a Dendro, and an Animo, you know, for all you want. Like, you could actually have you could have 2 other elements that are not that. Now, obviously, you still kind of want mostly Hydrodendro because you want to make sure you get as many blooms out as possible, but it wasn't 100% required anymore. Like Nilo's was very restrictive. So I think with the way they've been doing this has been really cool. And then I like how they've gone back and buffed old characters with the Hexerai buffs and these new Stellar Conduct buffs for a bunch of characters. I think that's really nice because, you know, like, some people like these characters. Like, people like these characters. Well, I mean, except for Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's always kind of a miss for everybody. But now, you know, Chi-Chi got revitalized. It was always kind of interesting, too. Like, when a new reaction comes around, we see a sudden revival of characters we thought were kind of useless. Like, when Furina first came around, people started using Noelle again. Because Furina really benefited from having a healer who could heal the entire party. And Noelle could do that really easily. With her burst and skill, she could top off the entire party in a few hits, which could easily, you know, rack up stacks for Furina's burst. And so it was really cool that they, you know, keep going through and finding these, introducing characters that are not just about, like, oh, I want to have the meta build, but it's like, no, actually, like Jean also got a big revival with Furina too, because she has a burst heal. Oh, it's over there. So, and now, of course, there's the, and that was just like, just their kit. They were like, oh yeah, their kit was just in such a way that, like, it found other characters that just synergized well with it. But then with these buffs, it's like, it's not just trying to, like, say, hey, we have this new reaction and these guys work well with it. It's like, not only do they work well with it, but we've actually given them buffs to make them even better at it. And it's not just focused around, like, the premium 5-star characters, but it's like even buffing old 4-stars or like some of the base 5-stars, right? Because, like, that's kind of like one of the big things with gacha games is with power creep. Basically, the characters you get at the start of the game, after playing for a few years, you know, end up being kind of useless and no one wants them. And even though Chi-Chi got shit on a lot, I still did use her. Like, she was one of the... when I lost my 50-50, I did get her. So I had her from early on, and she definitely was a huge improvement over Barbara. Because Barbara would constantly apply wet on the active character while her ring was active. So it's like, if you want to activate her ring to heal, if you're fighting against a Cryo Mage or Cryo Hilichurls, you get fucked. Which really sucked. So Chi-Chi didn't have to worry about that, because she just applied Cryo and didn't apply it to the active character. So I used Chi-Chi a lot for my early leeway monster exploration. But it's just her heals... The problem is her skill was too long on cooldown. So it was like, it lasted for like 10 seconds, I think, and it had a 30-second cooldown. So you pretty much had to use Sacrificial Blade just to make sure that you could get it back again sooner rather than later. And so with Chi-Chi's buff, they reduced her cooldown and increased the duration. So now she has 100% uptime, where it lasts for 15 seconds, and the cooldown is 15 seconds. So you can just keep it up 24/7, which is a huge improvement. Because that was kind of the one thing that made her kind of shit. It's just because how much downtime she had in her healing. And then, like, her talisman buffs lasted for like 3 to 6 seconds. I can't remember how. It was really short. So it's like, yeah, when you do her burst, she get a talisman, but you have to, like, hit the talisman really quick because it would go away in a few seconds. Whereas they've also increased the duration of how long the talismans stay up, which is like, great, awesome. All things all basic things that just made her kit better. But it is nice that they're like, yeah, let's improve her. Yeah, it should have been. And in fact, I double-checked Noelle's as well, because I was like, you know what? Noelle's is also one of those characters that was like, dude, why the fuck is her cooldown so fucking long? You know? It's like, it's a shield that lasts for 12 seconds but has a 24-second cooldown. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck's up with that bullshit? Because I initially used her, because obviously you get her for free, or you get her as part of the beginner banner. So you're like, oh, I want to use her. But then it's like, oh, wow, she's actually dog shit. Because at early levels, you can't build high enough defense to make her shield super strong. And the shield would break or its duration would end way too soon. And then, of course, if you don't have her at C6, you don't get the huge damage spike by adding her defense to her basic attack while she goes. So it was just rough all around, honestly. And even still, like she still has that 24-second cooldown. So it was another one of those things where you kind of wanted the sacrificial blade, but it was like really kind of shit. So I am glad that Chi-Chi got a buff. I was hoping Noelle would get one too, or at least reduce her cooldown. I think she should have 100% uptime on her shield as well, especially for shields, because the idea is that, sure, you might think, oh, 100% uptime makes it too easy. Well, no, because you have 100% uptime if you don't take that much damage. But if you do take that much damage, it pops, and so you don't. And that's why Diona was such a pain in the ass too, is that even if you get all 5 of her paws to hit when you hold her skill down, she still doesn't have 100% uptime. She has 75% uptime. So the shield will go down before she can do her skill again. And that's why, again, you wanted the sacrificial bow so you could do it again to keep her shield, to swap back to her real quick to get her shield up. But it's generally I prefer the ones that have 100% uptime, because it's yeah, sure, once it naturally expires, you can do it again. But the idea is if you're just taking too much damage, it'll pop early and you can still get fucked. So I think it's a fair compromise. And if you've built their shields to be super tanky, then good, That's fine. And obviously, Zhongli's shield is even better, where he can do his skill he has 150% uptime, where it's he can do his shield 50% into the duration of his skill. So he has a huge shield, but then also can reapply his shield much faster than anyone else. But I mean, he's an Archon, so that makes sense. So I was kind of hoping Noelle would get a change. I kind of understand why they don't, though, because they're well, her burst does the most damage and does the heals guaranteed when the shield is up. So it's they kind of want to use the shield as a method to kind of restrict the burst. But I still don't think they should. It's 80 energy burst. It's it's going to be a bit anyway. But I do kind of get it. It's yeah, the idea is that you do her skill, then you do her burst, you heal up everyone, and then you swap off. And by the time you finish everyone else's rotation, Noelle has her shield back off cooldown or something. But even still, it just makes a Noelle really hard to use in the beginning parts of the game because of how long the cooldown is for it.
よし、邪魔な土砂はすべて片付いたわね。一つ目のゲートの装置を起動すれば、中央の何もない部屋に水が注がれるわ。
Have I been here before? I might have been here before, but I can't remember. Stream water.
今度は2つ目のゲートの前にある排水の装置を起動してちょうだい。そうすれば、ここは再び空っぽになる。
Oh, okay. If I got a teleport, then this presumably not. Oh wait, no, it's this place. Oh, we teleported there from here. Well, we went into this place, and then it would teleport us into the other. It teleported us into this location with the girl with blue hair. Your Oceanid parent, I guess. Although I guess it's not the exact same. I think the one that we teleported to had a much bigger field. It was a house in the middle of everything. So there was plant life and all that shit all over the place. It was in the center of a big cave, and there was plant life all around it. So I guess the house looks pretty much the same, and there's some plant life, but it's not as big as the one we were at before.
天気のいい日はアランの車椅子を押しながら プロンニアと3人でお散歩したものだわ。考えてみると、当時はまともに動けたのは私だけだったのね。プロンニアがよくと平穏だけど愉快だったわ。繰り返しの日々だったけど、もちろんそれは一方的な思い。さあ、いつまでも。
I think that was where maybe Polonia and Marionette were made.
私が離れた時と全く同じね。何かしら。どうしてあなたたちが。中身は全部見たのかしら。どうせ読んでしまったのなら。さて、私はアランの言っていた遺産、物を取るときは気をつけることね。プロンニア。あら、私、子供の頃というのは、最初はアランと遊んでいたのだけれど、私は覚えがよく。ロンリアス、懐かしいわね。そうね。これ、必ず小さい歯車。なんてか多く使ってしまったみたいね。どう？この遊び。気に入って、あなたはこういうものが得意みたいね。
Yeah, obviously I kind of sucked at that. It's
今度ま
whatever.
た他の
There is the better way, I
試
think.
してみましょう。これ？そうね。あとは重要じゃない手紙ね。
Ah, yes, the four of them. Elaine and his sister and the other two
あれ？この、
from the Narcres Institute.
アランとルネが晩年、アランはよく静かに暖炉の前に座って、この時々友人が一番助けを必要としている。
Yeah, we had. I wonder if we're gonna. Oh, okay. Because we fought him at the bottom of the lake, the bottom of this lake, where there was a tower here that sunk to the bottom. We went to the tower of Ipsen. Yeah. And basically, yeah, that guy was trying to protect Fontaine and became a huge monster to try to protect it, or whatever. And that's basically the falling out that they had.
これはアランの作業台よ。後に私のプロンニアも そしてアランがまだベッドから降りて歩けた頃は、ここで機械の、その後、彼が起き上がっ、ひひこの家、これで誰も住んでいない状態なんだから、暖炉に火を入れて、あなたたちは知らないでしょうけど、ピアノ？アランが弾いているところは、あまりでも、私は自分ですぐに覚えた。音楽と私、アランがコレクションしていたクラシック音楽が好きなの。でもその後、アランの体調は音楽、あの頃はこんなものは物干し竿と同じで、どの家にも一台は置いているものだ。こんな話はもうやめましょう。
I just don't know how long this is going to be. I've already kind of walked longer than I was expecting. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. There's probably going to be some big emotional scene, and I just don't know how long the cutscene is going to be. So I don't want to have it drag on too long. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I will be back on tomorrow, probably to continue this. That's what I believe I'm going to do, is continue working on this event. Just to finish these quests off first, and then I think I'll pop the Zenless on Zero because there's a thing I have to do there too. Later today, I'm not sure what I'll do. I might play Adventures of Elliot. I'd like to finish that. I did finish First Light yesterday, so I could start Witcher 3, but I'm like, I don't feel like starting a new game in the middle of the week. So maybe not, but I might try to finish off Tales of Elliot, so at least I'll have another game done. We'll see. Also, I pop into Arknight's Enfield too to finish up the last contingency contracts. I have a few more that I need to do. It shouldn't be too difficult, but, because they're not the max level difficulties, but I still need to do them all. But anyway, yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.